And if you want to give me gift on Facebook. Facebook does not take the gift you give. It does not take a commission from the gift you give me. So give me the gift. Give me gift on Facebook. Can you hear me properly? Is anybody on Facebook to hear? I need to confirm. Is the volume okay on Facebook? Who is checking? Please go and check. Please check and let me know if the volume is okay on Facebook. Because I don't know. Can't see properly. It's doing somehow. Supposed to be clearer, but it's not so clear. So, okay. So back to the point. Death is never painful. But before I continue, let us do a small prayer. Twameva mata chapitam twameva. Twameva bandhu chasaka twameva. Twameva vidya dravinam twameva. Twameva sharanam mama deva deva. Twameva sharanam mama deva deva. Twameva sharanam mama deva deva. Twameva mata chapitam twameva. Twameva bandhu chasaka twameva. Twameva vidya dravinam twameva. Twameva sharanam mama deva deva. Okay, so as I was explaining, death is not painful. But many of us, it's very difficult for us to truly accept it because we think it is painful. It is actually recorded that the exact way you feel when you are at the peak of sexual ecstasy is the same way you feel when you are dying. And I asked a question before I started the live on Facebook. The question was, have you had any accident? Or maybe you were doing something and you had a cut in your hand or you had a cut somewhere in your body, but you did not know that you had a cut. And the thing was bleeding. It was bleeding very heavily, but you did not know that you had a cut. How many of you have ever experienced that? Madiv Zahid. Okay, very nice. Thank you for letting me know. Many times in the kitchen. Yes. You had a cut in your hand, but you did not know that you had a cut. And your body was bleeding. You start feeling the pain the moment somebody draws your attention to it. The moment people draw your attention to that pain, at that moment, you also start feeling the pain. And that is also one thing you must understand about death. It is also what you must understand about sorrow. It is also what you must understand about loss. Yeah. It is not the sorrow itself that makes you unhappy. It is the attention of people that is drawn to it that makes you unhappy. Sorrow does not make you unhappy. Oh, I'm very unhappy. Look at what has happened to me. It doesn't make you unhappy. It is the attention of people that makes you unhappy. Now let us break it down so that everybody can understand, properly what we are explaining. You see, when a man has an accident, at that point where the man got into the contact of that accident, he is not, his body, his brain is wired to protect him from feeling the pain. The man only starts feeling pain after he has come out of that accident. Now, let us do an example to all of you. How many of you have gotten into an accident? When you got into an accident, do you immediately feel the pain of the accident? Or it is after some few minutes when you've come out of the accident that you start feeling the pain? How many of you? I have gotten into an accident. Some years ago, I was driving the temple car and I got into an accident. When I got into the accident, I did not feel the pain. It is after I come out of the crash that people say, then I started feeling the pain. And that is the same thing with death. So while we sympathize with people that are dying, but you must understand that the universe protects them in such a way that they don't even feel any pain of dying. They don't. The same thing when somebody stole from you. If somebody came and stole something from you, you don't feel the distress that somebody have stolen from you. It is when people come and start talking, oh, they stole from you. Somebody have stolen from you. When people come and start talking about it, then you start feeling distress. You start getting unhappy. Oh, yes, it's true. They have stolen from me. So you see, individually on your own, you are not capable. On your own, individually, you are not capable of being in distress. You become in distress when you are in the midst of people. Just like when somebody die in your family. When someone die in your family, on your own, if there are nobody around you, on your own, you don't feel the loss. But the moment you gather around other family members and they start crying, you also start feeling the loss. How many of you have ever experienced that? You hear about somebody have died. Let's say you were traveling and you heard somebody, they called you, oh, this person has died. You don't feel, at that point, you don't feel the loss. But the moment you go home and you start meeting people, or let's say a few moments before you reach your house and there are so many crowd of people or your family members have gathered, at that moment it will start coming upon you and you will start feeling, I have lost this person. Are you understanding my point? So there is nothing as a person is dying a painful death. Even any of you here, you look at yourself. Let's say somebody stole your phone or somebody stole your money. On your own, you are not capable of being unhappy. You become unhappy when one person talk about it, another person talk about it, another person talk about it. So what makes you unhappy is the sympathy of people that you receive. Are you understanding? The sympathy of people that you receive makes you unhappy. And that is the problem. Sympathy is very contagious. When people sympathizes with you, it increases your depression, it increases your unhappiness, and it increases your stress. Sympathy. Baba, the sound isn't coming. Okay? Can you guys hear me properly over there on Facebook? To say the sound isn't coming. Dying when you are sleeping, this is not painful. And when you had been dead in an accident, this is painful for the family. It is painful for the family because the family sympathize. On its own, death is never painful. We ask ourselves a question, and this is one of the questions people say: why is it that an animal is being killed and still he still goes to the person that is killing him? Why? An animal is being killed. Thank you very much, Divya. I appreciate you. Somebody is killing an animal, but that animal or the other animals around him, they are just there watching. And hence it takes another animal and kills the other one again, and they're just there watching. So what is it that's making them not to run away? Because you must understand, your brain releases what is called a cortisone. Are you hearing me properly? To every one of you that is listening to the sound of my voice. And I hope the volume is better now on Facebook. Your brain is naturally designed to release a chemical that protects you the moment it senses a danger. The moment your brain senses a danger, it is naturally designed to protect you. So, the ancient people don't lament for the death of a person. What they lament about is the missing, the missing of that association. What makes us unhappy is not the body that has died. What makes us unhappy is the association of that person that we no longer have. I'm back to the question that was asked to me. What does it mean to exist? What is the essence of living? It is to learn how to die. For that is what you did not do properly in your past life. For so many lifetimes, you've been doing the same thing, but you've not learned how to die properly. And to learn how to die properly begins with the number one question, which is, death is never painful. Has never been painful. Now, somebody may ask a question. So what about the person that was in the hospital and the person was having so much distress or so much uncomfortable? They were so much uncomfortable in their body. So what about them? You should observe that person. The moment that person was about to die, there's a sense, you see, that pain they were having automatically stops. Have any of you had any friend, have any of you had any family member that was in so much pain, but 1 minute before they die, that pain just automatically stops? Have any of you had any family member like that? Have any of you had any family member that, they were in so much distress. But a few minutes before they die, everything, that distress, or let's say the discomfort. How is the volume now? Is the volume okay on Facebook? Is the volume okay now on Facebook? A few minutes before they die, that same person that was in so much bodily pain and everything like that, automatically, it just stops. And they talk to you, or they look for you, or they say they want you to give them some water, and they drink water, and like that. Thank you very much, Miss. To all of you that are giving us gift on Facebook, I appreciate you. Your gift on Facebook does not take it, so it gives it to us as it is. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Facebook does not take commission, unlike TikTok. But yeah, back to the point. So looking at all of these parameters, you come to understand that What people tell you about death is not true. When you look at all of this, you come to understand that people only speak about death because they don't have a proper understanding of what it is. And people are afraid of death because they don't have a proper understanding of what it is. If you look at it, death is the actual bliss a human being can have. That is it. That is it. Death is the actual bliss a human can have. But we are afraid because so many people speak about it without proper understanding of what death is. We are unhappy. We run away from death because people speak about it in such a way that we become uncomfortable. So there is a lot of fear that is being sold right now in the market of spirituality, the fear market. Spirituality has become a market of fear. People don't sell you true spirituality anymore. What people sell to you is just fear. And when we meet people that are not selling us fear, we don't take them seriously. That is the unfortunate nature of the human being. It is the unfortunate nature of the human being because the human body is naturally designed to like his abuser. The more somebody put fear on you, the more you become attracted to those persons. Women are thinking that they can look the game of being immortal. I'm trying to understand your perspective, Mr. Naveen Lochman. You need to let me understand your perspective, then I may be able to comment on that. And it is unfortunate, but that is the truth. The more people put fear upon us, there is a natural tendency whereby we become more complacent and obedient towards them. And the lesser people put fear on us, then we don't take them seriously. But that is just what spirituality is. Spirituality is not about fear. It's not about you fearing anything. It is about you understanding the essence of what you are looking at, of what is in front of you. To understand the essence. But many of us are failing to understand the essence because we naturally gravitate towards people that put fear. Fear comes in the sense of urgency. Do this now, 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 now. If you don't do this now, 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 this is going to happen to you now, 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 now. Quickly, quickly, go and do this now, 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 now. So that urgency is a trigger to fear. Urgency is a trigger to fear. And when you are being rushed to do things, the ability to think logically disappears. So to many of you that have lost a loved one, to any of you that have lost, oh, my father died in this way, my mother died in this way, my sister died in this way, to all of you that have lost a loved one, you must understand that they did not die painfully. I'm saying this because some few days ago, a lady came on the internet and was asking me a question about how her sister died. I don't know if the lady is here, watching me, but I hope this can also help you to understand that You must understand that the circumstances at which the person died might look very, very terrible to us, but to that person at that moment, they did not feel any pain. No one dies feeling pain. No one. There is no human that dies feeling pain. Pain is part of a memory. So now we carry this memory to our next life, and it becomes part of, oh, I'm feeling something here. I don't know why. Oh, I'm having this. It becomes a phobia. It becomes a phobia because it is part of the last memory that was recorded in the consciousness. But it is not what the person was feeling at the time of dying. It is not. Even if the person was in an ICU, there are many of us that have had family members that were in the ICU and they did not come out of the ICU. So we are sad. Oh, look at how the person died. They did not even do this. They did not even get to do this. They did not even get to do that. They did not touch their family. They didn't even say any. They were not able to say any goodbye. They were not able to say farewell. They were not able to see their loved ones. We become sad. But you must understand that when they were dying, they did not feel any pain. Just like when you have an accident, you don't feel the pain immediately. You only start feeling the pain the moment your eye goes to it and the moment people bring your attention to it. Then you feel the pain. For this is part of the beautiful mystery of the universe. How the universe protects you and shields you from what? That which you think is very terrible. For when you look at it, death is not actually terrible. It is actually the most blissful thing anybody faces. I hope this makes sense to you guys. And I hope you guys understand it properly. I do truly, truly hope you understand it properly. And I hope that this little explanation might give birth to more bigger understanding in each and every one of you. That you are able to truly understand and not become a slave to the fear of death. And that is just it. And so that you don't become a slave to the fear of death, thinking that death is painful. It is not. There have been many people that have died, and in the process of dying, there was never anything about pain about it. We see it as painful because our emotion and our attention is called to that. I hope this makes sense. All right, I'm going to stop on Facebook and I'm going to be here on TikTok. You guys on Facebook, you can join me on TikTok so that we continue. I will start taking questions here on TikTok. All right. Thank you very much. I don't know how the volume is. See? All right. Thank you. Ciao.